Backs Weekly this week, episode 2. I got Ethan Ullrick joining me. Ethan, thanks for your time.
Thank you, Blake. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. So first things first, we need to let the listeners know who your favorite AHL team is. We got to get this off the record.
It's really not that complicated, man. My favorite team is the Dallas Blackhawks.
Oh, come on. You can't have two teams.
Hey, man. Two hometowns.
You got to pick one team. Who's your team?
All right, we'll go with the Blackhawks past and the Dallas Stars future.
Fair enough. All right. So how old were you when you started playing the game? If you can remember.
I started skating when I was around like 2 years old. Started playing on a team when I was 5. I've always had a thing for hockey.
Nice. Who was your biggest influence in you starting to play the game? Did you have one growing up?
I'd say probably Patrick Kane, the Chicago Blackhawks. You know, growing up watching a guy like that, it really sticks with you. Like I just like watched him play and try to mirror my game to what he did, and he's been a real inspiration for me growing up.
What was it like growing up playing in Illinois?
It was nice. You know, like Illinois is a pretty big hockey state. It's not as big as like Minnesota or the East Coast states, but a lot of people play hockey out there. So I always had a lot of buddies to play hockey with. And the competition is pretty good as well too. So I enjoyed my years out in Illinois.
You played with with North Jersey. What was that like?
It was unreal. Once in a lifetime year for sure. The setup we had there was ridiculous. The team we had was ridiculous. Probably one of my favorite years playing hockey so far.
So if you had to pick a favorite memory growing up playing the game, what would it be?
I don't really have like just one specific memory. I think it's just like being around the boys, being in the locker room, just having a good time. Those always be my favorite memories. You know, going out to dinner like during a tournament or hanging out in the hotel. You know, messing around with the boys. I think that'll always stick with me.
So obviously you're in your first year with the Salmon Arm Silverbacks. What attracted you? Like, what was it about Salmon Arm that attracted you to come here?
I talked to them last year, and everything that I talked to them about was everything I wanted in a team. You know, with the Salmon Arm, we're all really focused on hockey and progressing, getting to the next level. We don't really have any slackers on the team. Everyone's trying to get better. Everyone's trying to push each other to be better. Like the culture we have here is unreal. And Coach Shattuck, being an ex-professional hockey player was definitely something that attracted me to this team. You know, I want to get the best coaching as possible. I want to progress and become the best player I can be.
What was the recruiting process for you like?
It was pretty smooth. Yeah. Like Salmon Arm obviously didn't have much of a season last year. So like it wasn't hard to, get conversations with Carson, or they pretty much made time for me all the time. So that was good. Yeah, it was a smooth recruitment.
So did you know anything about the BCHL before you came here?
Yes, actually I did. One of my good buddies from Chicago had played in the BC last year, and he told me all about it. Everything he had to say was good. So I was high on the BC.
Nice. So what were your expectations coming into this season and for the BCHL itself?
It was hard to gauge what this year was going to be, especially because all I really got to watch was what happened last year. And with the pod season, it's hard to get like a grasp of the whole league when one team is playing just the same two teams over and over again. It's hard to tell what it looked like in a real year setting. But I thought we were going to have a really good team here. Like I was looking at who we had coming in, and everybody seemed to be a legit hockey player. So I had high hopes for us coming in.
Has there been an adjustment period for you in terms of playing style, maybe from your time in Illinois to maybe the Canadian Western League game a little bit?
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially from last year to this year, like the speed is it's so much higher here than it was last year. It was definitely tough to get used to the first couple of preseason games and even the first couple regular season games. But I think I've adapted to it. I think I'm playing to the league right now, so it hasn't been too bad.
So at the BCHL showcase, you got elevated into a top 6 role, and now you're on a line with Brandon Sanawana and Daniel Panetta. What's it been like playing with those two veterans?
It's been unreal. These guys have been around junior A for a very long time now. So it's good to be taken under their wing. They're showing me the ropes. They're showing me how to play here, how to succeed here. They're really good mentors to me. Like we're on the bench, we're talking. They're always giving me pointers and like how to play better, how to be a better player and stuff like that. And then, yeah, it's been great playing with these guys. I couldn't be happier.
You scored your first BCHL goal at the showcase. What do you remember from that, and how special is that to you?
Yeah, I mean, Santa got the puck in the slot, ripped it off the kid's shin pads. I just got lucky and have it bounce right to me. Definitely a little more special too, because Coquitlam had two of my old teammates on their team, so
Okay,
it was nice to get my first goal against those guys.
nice. So you play a big role in the penalty kill. First year player. What is that like to you, and do you take a lot of pride in penalty killing?
Yeah, I do. I've always taken a lot of pride in my defensive abilities. Like I've always tried to be the best, well-rounded player I can because I just love playing. I just want to be on the ice at all times. And when you have to be good at defense to play in the penalty kill, so I can't always be worried about offense. And I think I really enjoy playing the penalty kill. It's a lot of work, but it's rewarding. It's a good time.
Did you penalty kill before getting to Salmon Arm, or is this your first time killing?
Yeah, I mean, I've pretty much been on the penalty kill my whole life. I've everywhere I played, I've been playing the penalty kill, and it's been great.
So you're off. Yourself and the team is off to a great start. What has allowed you to get off to such a hot start, and what do you got to do to keep that improving?
I mean, yeah, I think I really have to give credit to the guys around me. Like the line I'm playing with is just unreal. Like we click on all cylinders. I think most of our production is because of how close we are off the ice too. Like our team is very well gelled. Everyone gets along really well. I love being around the boys. Everyone has a good time with each other, and that has a lot to do with our success on the ice as well. So we can't focus on what happened in the past. We just gotta focus on the next game, focus on the next win, and keep going.
So I gotta ask you a couple, obviously personal questions. So do you have any favorite pregame meals or any game day superstitions that you like doing?
Yeah, with the pregame meals, never really had one set. But me and Santa have gotten used to this. He makes the chicken for us. He's the cook in the house. He seasons the chicken, puts it in the oven, cooks it, makes sure it's ready to go. And then I'm just there, maybe cut some vegetables or do whatever I can to help him out. And then with rituals, I don't really have many like before the game or like the warm-ups or anything, but I think like on the ice in the 15-minute warm-up, I have a few things I like to do. Like when we're at home, there's a little it's like the word eagle is written on the ice, kind of on the right side in our zone. And I kind of paint the letters with the puck, stick handle through the letters, stuff like that. Me and Penny have a little ritual where he comes and hits me after his reps in the 2-on-1 warm-up drill. There's a couple others, but those are the two ones I regularly enjoy.
You learned that from Sid, stick handling around the McDonald's logo.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I did watch a couple of those videos. And I was like, that's a pretty good idea. So might as well take a page out of the best player in the world's book.
What do you do in your free time away from the rink?
In my free time away from the rink, I usually come and take a nap. Like we get worked pretty hard out here, so I got to make sure getting my rest. Other than that, I enjoy watching movies with Santa. I hang out with Bill kids sometimes, play a little video games. Yeah, we just hang out with the boys.
So your family has season tickets to the Oklahoma Sooners college football team. I read and you told me about. So, like, what's that like? What's the atmosphere like, and how special is that to go to?
Yeah, I mean, the story behind that is my grandma went there when she went to college, and she kind of brainwashed her kids into being huge Oklahoma fans. So my dad brainwashed me into being huge Oklahoma fans. So that's why we have the tickets, and like the games are unreal. Like we usually tailgate a couple hours before the game, and like even like 4 hours before the game starts, like it's just swarming with people. Like everyone's doing something around the football stadium. Like it's like professional sports for them out there. Like everybody in Oklahoma loves going to the Oklahoma games. Like they usually pack the stands. Like everybody gets rowdy. It's really cool to see. It's great atmosphere. It gets really loud in there. It's great to see some of the best football players in the country, before they get into the NFL and become these big stars. To watch them play in college before that's pretty special.
So, is there any significance to the number 21? Did you choose that number, or is that the number given to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's my lucky number. It's kind of one of my first numbers that I like really wanted to wear when I was little. Kind of got away from it as I got older, but it's nice to come back to my roots here in Salmon Arm and start wearing number 21.
Nice. So you mentioned Patrick Kane was a big influence in you playing the game. Is there another NHL player that you like to model your game after?
Yes, Patrice Bergeron. I think he's one of the best two-way players in the game. Like he's always out there, and he's like first line penalty kill, first line power play, first line 5-on-5. Like he does it all. He's one of the guys I really look up to as well. You know, with the way he plays and what he does on the ice and how successful he's been in the NHL. It's really special.
That was going to be my next question. What type of player would you describe yourself? Would you describe yourself as a two-way player?
Yeah, I would describe myself as a two-way player. You know, as much as I love scoring goals, you know, like blocking a shot or intercepting a pass in the D zone is just as good.
Do you set any do you set any goals for yourself? If so, what are some of those goals?
I don't really set any goals for myself, points wise. I try not to think about points and stuff like that. I did have a goal for myself coming in to be plus 20 by the end of the season. You know, I like to focus on that stat the most. It's the most important to me, because if it really like shows like when you're on the ice, like what's happening, like is good happening, is bad happening. And I really pride myself in being in the pluses.
Ethan, thanks so much for your time and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, Blake.